Hey, I'm Aldyn, and outside today and doing a video on the 7 signs of how to spot your true twin flame. Make sure that the person that you believe is your twin flame really is, or maybe you're not sure if you have a false twin flame. So these signs are just going to help you get clear on your true twin flame. So let's get started. The first one is going to be they mirror you perfectly. So, what does this mean? Does it mean like they're your mirror and they look just like you? Or, no, it doesn't necessarily mean that. But what it does mean is that they are always going to do something that reflects something in your consciousness, and that could be something for you to heal, but it's always going to reflect love back to you. So you're never going to find anything outside of love in your twin flame, and that would be different from someone else, because the more you invest in, say, like a false twin flame or something like that, you're not going to necessarily get that mirrored back to you, but at the same time, your whole reality does mirror your inner world, your inner thoughts and feelings to you, and that's the law of attraction. So it's just that your twin flame is your most powerful, potent mirror, and the person that you're really designed to ascend with, which just means really align yourself to truth with and to the divine. And it's just about healing your relationship with your whole self and realizing that you are a twin flame, and so you're not just by yourself, you're also with them, whether that's just in your heart right now or you're with them. So, and this will lead me to number 2, I'll say. And number 2 is, they trigger you perfectly. So they mirror you perfectly, and they also can trigger you. And this is a really good one, because obviously anyone can trigger you, and a false twin flame can trigger you too, but your true twin flame is going to take you deeper and deeper, and the triggers are going to feel underneath the upset like there's a lot of love there to be had. Whereas, someone who is not your twin flame, or you're not sure, as you go deeper with it, you may just not really care, about them at all, or just not see that they're reflecting anything back to you, and not really have a lot to heal. Like you kind of don't feel anything there. So triggers, are that igniting energy sometimes, and so that's not a bad thing. It's just showing you places where you essentially can love yourself, and you can use the mirror exercise to do that. And so they're also helping you with your inner relations with other people and the whole world by doing this and by triggering you. And sometimes a trigger can just look like plain old ignoring you, or just doing very little subtle things. So it can be very easy to be triggered by your twin flame. You could be triggered by the way they look. You could be triggered by the way they talk. And so sometimes, like, your twin flame will reflect something back to you that you just have some kind of unresolved upset with, that you can resolve, and you can find resolution there. They can also just trigger you by saying, of course, things to you about yourself as well. So the third one is they make the same core choice as you. So what does that mean, they make the same core choice? You guys are one at the core, and so you are a twin flame, and so they can't really choose separately from you. However, because they mirror you and they may trigger you, it may not look how you would expect it to look, where like okay, they're making the same core choice, then how come they're not, choosing to be with me right now? Or how come they're not choosing to clean the home, because I know that I want the home clean and I'm cleaning the home right now? Well, they are not going to necessarily just do what you're doing. They're one whole consciousness together is them and you. And so, yeah, you are just going to, oh, here comes my cat. Okay. So yeah, you're just going to find that, you really are seeing, though, some kind of results, in the choices that you're making in them. For instance, if you're really valuing yourself and, your spiritual journey and things like that, you will see that in them. You shouldn't see that they continue to drift further and further and further at the core from the things that you value. And if you do, then that might be a sign that they are not your twin flame. But yeah, making the same core choice. So core choices are going to be in tandem, with core values as well. So just look out for that. Because yeah, you guys really do choose as one. So if you're also choosing to be with your twin flame on some level, even if they're not with you, they're choosing that too, but they might be mirroring something to you so that you can actually heal it and be with them. So you might be the one kind of healing that for your union, and it just is showing you again somewhere where you're not fully loving yourself. And so it's they're actually loving you by doing that, because they're inviting you into a deeper relationship with yourself and consequently them. So number 4 is they love you unconditionally. And again, this can look different ways. Sometimes love looks like discipline. Sometimes love looks like not being very nice on the outside. Sometimes unconditional love is telling you something you don't want to hear, that no one else is willing to say, or no one else is, willing to do for you. So it can look a lot of different ways, but it can also look really nice and really giving and beautiful. And so yeah, your twin flame can't really stop loving you. So it's something to look for, even if they say something otherwise. What are their actions when they're around you? Is there something hinting that, yeah, they are kind of incapable of not loving you, yeah, so the deeper that you understand this, and that you feel it, and that you choose to love yourself unconditionally and your whole self, meaning you and your twin flame as one, the easier it is going to be to really feel the smooth, steady ease of this unconditional love, rather than the kind of unconditional love that sometimes is going to invite you to heal because nothing else seems to be, getting the message across to you. So just choose to receive the message peacefully and to fully heal your upsets and really love yourself, completely until the upset is healed. And then you're going to just experience more unconditional love in a way that feels really juicy and good with your twin flame. So number 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. They share the same purpose or vision with you. So you could be with someone who has a lot of great qualities, your friends and family really like them, they, they seem really great, but there's just something off, you can't quite really find peace in your relationship with them, because they just don't have the same vision for their life as you. No one's gonna quite have the same bigger overarching vision and also the same design for their purpose as your twin flame, because your twin flame or you are designed to live your purpose together as one. And sometimes this will look different for different twin flame couples. You could be doing really just the same thing, or you might be doing more complementary things, but they will all fit into one vision perfectly. And it's a grand vision, it's a big vision. So if you feel like your vision is being stomped on by someone, then they may not be your twin flame, unless there's something there that's just like triggering you, and it's just a place where you actually are agreeing that you're just getting clear on a core value. So there's a difference there to really look for. So I feel like this one's pretty obvious though, because you kind of know in your heart like what you really desire in life, even if that changes kind of on the outside, like, oh, I'm going to do this now, and now I'm going to do this with my purpose. But there's an underlying essence to your purpose that there's something that you really love and that you want to give and share with the world and build with your twin flame. And it might be working with other people, it might be working with some aspect of the world itself, and it could be something just really simple, and it doesn't need to be anything like just like crazy and grand necessarily on the outside, although I would also say like all of us have really unique gifts, and your gift is received, so just choose to give it, and that's really healing to your twin flame union as well. So the next one is as you heal, you magnetize your true twin flame. So this could be more on the friendship level to start with, or this could be sometimes more passionate, but it always lead to that. You just heal into that. But it's not going to be like the same kind of lust that you might feel for, I guess, like a soulmate or a karmic or a false twin flame, or like kind of just like seeing the things on the outside that you want. So there's going to be a deeper magnetization, and it goes back to that unconditional love one too. So you're just gonna find yourself closer and closer to the essence of your twin flame, and just finding that really attractive, and same for them and you. And it's not something that you can really help, but you can block it by sort of like saying or thinking, having the thought or belief that your desires can't manifest, that they can't come true, and so then you're just like blocking it from happening, even though it is what you desire and it is what you know is true. Like, I know that I'm really attracted to this person, and that they all the signs fit, they're my twin flame, but you could still be blocking yourself from receiving your whole self, essentially. So look for that. And let's see, they share the same purpose, vision. I guess we're to number 1. Wow, that was fast. Or number 7. I guess I said the first one was number 1, but like this is the one that I was leaving for last. So anyway, there's an underlying current of deep peace when you're with them, around them, or when you think of them. So this can happen from the very beginning of meeting your twin flame, and you may not even understand it, or like just like, what is this like feeling around them? I really feel God like around me. What is this, and that is the power of you and your twin flame together, and that's all yours, right? That's not something you need to like get from being around your twin flame, but it is a big clue that they are your true twin flame when you feel that really just really surrendered, peaceful state where you're just totally in the flow. I guess if I could like put a color to it, I might say like kind of a really nice like bright or light blue, like this really peaceful state, but also colorful, sort of like an opal. Just like there's deep beauty to that state of peace that you feel with them, and there's purpose in it. So just look for that from a true twin flame. And even if you feel nervous around them or something, I'm not saying like you're not going to feel like other feelings, but yeah, again, there's just that underlying piece that will really show itself, of course, at certain times. Maybe not like if you're being triggered by them as much, but there's still, even when you're triggered, again, still there's, even if it's just a teeny tiny something, there's just a foundation of peace there. Yeah, so those are the 7 signs that I wanted to share with you today about who your true twin flame actually is, and how to find them, spot them in your reality, or to differentiate if you believe, someone may not be your twin flame. So yeah, I hope you found this video helpful, and definitely subscribe and leave any comments below for anything you want to see in other videos. And if you would like to work with me, or just get yourself help with coaching and readings, those are also below. So yeah, take care and have a great day. Bye.